So today we're going to be combining what we've done in a bunch of the previous episodes, and I'm going to be taking the 5th string root note chords and their cool little Hendrixy embellishments and the 6th string root note. So now we're going to be putting everything together that we've done so far in a bunch of these episodes. All right, so let's get right into it. So what we're doing here is we're playing a D into a C and into a G, which sounds pretty nice in open position, right? But it sounds even cooler to me if you do. Then once you get here, you could either do this cool little walk down like we did in the previous lesson, or you could do some of these little licks like we did in some of the previous lessons way back, right? Episode 1, episode 2, and so on. Again, I'm going to have that playlist for you, okay? This here is a D major. You can think of your A shape just pushed over to the 7th fret. These are movable chords. If you know the name of the note on the 5th string, you're going to know the name of any of them that you push back and forth, okay? So this is a D, this is a C, and this is a G. Those are the chords we're playing. Instead of playing them in open position, we're playing them like this. Okay. Now the really cool thing that we can do, and I've talked about this again in previous lessons, I'm not going to repeat myself, is you can do these cool moves. Okay. So the nice thing that we're going to be doing now is we're going to go from the first note that's in that chord, our bass note, which is our first interval, our 1 or D. Play the second interval and then slide into the 3rd. So that's, and then grab that D right under it. So this is what we call a first inversion, when you have the 3rd as your lowest note in the chord, okay? And that's a really cool sound and something that Hendrix would do all the time. And once you have arrived here, you can hammer on to the 3rd string. It's going to sound really good. You can hammer onto the 4th string, and you can hammer onto the 5th string. Right? So what we're going to be doing for this lick is keeping it simple. Once we arrive, we go here, slide here, hit these two, 3rd and 4th string, hammer on to the 4th string, go back, and then back to that 3rd, that major 3rd. So, okay, one time, really slow. Now the cool thing about these is that everything that you do as far as licks, after you get to this chord, you can do on any of them because they're movable, right? You could do it on E, you could do it on D, you could do it on any of them, right? As long as it works with the tune that you're playing to. So in our case, we're just playing D into C. So that means for the C, we're doing that same exact thing. So really slow. So that was the D. Now we went to the C. And now for the G, I'm getting that G note with my thumb. And the first possibility that I want to show you is this here, which we did in the previous lesson. Sliding in here, going back and going into here. So once we get to that G, what I'm going to teach you in this lesson is slide into the 7th fret, walk back to the 5th fret, hit it a second time, and then end it here, okay? So that's the actual lick. So how nice is that, okay? So a couple of variations that you could do on that G, okay? Instead of this, you could do, okay, so within that G, if you just remove a couple of the notes, these lower notes, 4th, 5th, and 6th string, you can hammer them, or, you know, just play or pull off or do whatever you want to them, the 1st string, 2nd string, and 3rd string, right? Okay, so you could do all kinds of things, not just this little walk down. You could hammer on to the 1st string, hammer on the 4th string, go back, again that's from that chord, and right into here, okay? Or you could do So now instead of hammering on the first string, I hammered on the second string. Again, went back to the third string, hammered, right? Or you could do. So that's about that. If you did enjoy this lesson, and I hope you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, tell a friend, share this video on social media, all the good stuff. Sharing is caring. All right. So thank you very much for that. Have a great day. Bye-bye.